Kirk Yuhnke here, and check out what I have. Samsung, they announced the Galaxy Note 9 yesterday morning in New York City, and they flew on out so we could check it out and get a hands-on here in Denver. So this is the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and I want to kind of give you a quick brief rundown, a hands-on of some of the cool new things about this new Note. First of all, the screen is the biggest they've ever used in a Note phone. It's 6.4 inches. Had to think about that for a second. It's a big screen. The battery is actually the largest they've ever used in a smartphone as well. It's 4,000 milliamps. And Samsung said they did extensive testing, as you can only imagine, to make sure they don't have any battery problems like they did a couple of years ago. So, storage-wise, up to 512 gigabytes, plus it has expandable memory, which means if you use the 512 gigabyte memory card, you can get a terabyte of storage on your smartphone. That's pretty amazing. The camera on the back, this is basically stuff that's carried over from the new S9. So it's got the low light camera performance that the S9 introduced. It also has the super slow-mo mode, which is really cool. I've used an S9 extensively. I can tell you it's one of the best cameras that I've ever experienced on a smartphone. So you're going to see a lot of that technology in here. They also included some artificial intelligence into the actual camera app. So if you take a picture and someone blinks, it'll notify you right when you take the picture that it thinks someone blinked. Or if the picture is going to be blurry, it'll notify you of that. So you know that you should probably retake that photo. It's really cool. It works pretty well. I tested it out a few times this morning. And the S Pen, this is really cool. So this is one of their biggest new features. We've seen the stylus on the Note series forever, since it first came out. But this is the first time they've really enhanced that. So of course it does what it's always done. It interacts with the screen. You can, of course, write on the screen and do all the stuff that you've done before. The biggest difference here is that now it's Bluetooth. So it has a button on the S Pen. You can do things like this. If I jump into the camera app, for example, and I want to take a selfie, I can use the S Pen as my shutter button to actually take a selfie. You can also use it to pause and play music. If you're doing a presentation and your phone is connected to a big display, you can use the S Pen to cycle through those slides. It's kind of like a remote, and when you pop it back in the phone, it actually charges inside the phone. All right, so a lot of folks looking to upgrade, especially if they have previous versions of the Note. August 24th is the day you can buy this. You can pre-order it right now. $999 is the starting point for the new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. If you've got questions, pop them in the comments. I expect to do a much more thorough review. This is just simply kind of my first hands-on. I expect to be able to review this, take some more sample pictures, etc., as we get closer to the actual release date. Again, that's August 24th. So there you go. Post your comments and questions below. Would love to know if you plan on upgrading to the newest from Samsung.